Hey, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. I'm Ezekiel Gentle. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed already, think about it after this video. You know where it is. I'm going to break away from the usual content today, and I'm going to talk about the future. The future of business, the future of society. Now, we've all been thinking about this a lot recently with the advent of AI, with our political climate becoming more and more tenuous. And I wanted to specifically talk about you, the individual, the person outside of the monolith, the person who has a unique idea about their own life. I know some of us talk about the system as the matrix. The irony of the matrix is that you can get out. You can become unplugged. The benefit to doing that is what? Autonomy, independence, your ability to create your own future, your own path, to manage your energy instead of letting your energy be used as a battery for someone else. The way this directly relates to you and the future is twofold. Number one, as we see the future become more decentralized, we see the opportunity costs going down. What I mean by that is, let's take Bitcoin for an example, just for one example. That is decentralized currency. It's monetary value that has now been removed from the system and put in the hands of anybody and everybody who's going to participate in that existing objective reality. It exists on a blockchain. It is encrypted. It is distributed between all these computers. So there's no way anybody could ever create more. So there goes your inflation issue. Or manage it or control it. All you can do is participate in that ecosystem. That's the brilliance of it. Well, I want us to expand our mind a little bit and think about how Bitcoin might serve as a good example for other things in our ecosystem and in our world, specifically business. There is still a huge labor shortage, and there are still major layoffs happening. How could that possibly be the case? How could both these be happening at the same time? Here's my argument. I think they're both happening at the same time because of two things. Corporate interests consolidating their costs and driving down their overhead because of their ability to use technology and AI. And also this decentralized future. If the future is more decentralized, that means that companies require less human interaction for them to be self-sustained. They exist as a concept instead of as a collection of these people and these ideas and these thoughts. And to be honest, we've been living in that reality for a while. It's not like your voice or my voice has mattered a great deal in some of these bigger companies. If you've ever worked for a bigger company, you know what I'm talking about. You are a cog in the machine. And there's, of course, a rising through the ranks that allows you to have more equity and allows you to have more contribution. But the point stands that corporate interests will never value the individual. And we, as a country, really need to get over this idea. What I'd also like to point out is that corporate interests are the same as government interests. Our government, you think about it like this, it's just a corporation. It's just the biggest corporation there is. And what is the first goal and responsibility of every corporation? To self-sustain. That is the first goal. It's not to give value to the shareholders, it's to sustain, to exist, to primarily look after their best interests, to remain in power, remain in the position they're in, if not grow. Okay? So all the talk about us being valued by these corporate enterprises, which I'm going to lump our government into as well, is a fallacy. Okay? And I'm saying this out of great care for you and for me. I'm saying this out of care for my future. We have an opportunity, a rare opportunity now and for the next several years to create our own, I want to say empire, but it's more than that. Ultimately, it comes down to, I'll get to that in a second, but there are these two camps. There's the corporate interests, and we're either going to be part of that and have a job and get a paycheck, or we are going to be part of this other group that hopefully Eventually there's universal income and universal health care. So you can see how polarized those two are on this continuum. But what if there was a third option? What if we could create something for ourselves? What if we could create a brand or a business or a project that was both profitable and valuable in the marketplace? There is no reason for us to consider ourselves this fully rounded entrepreneur, this business person who has all the skills. You will acquire these skills. You can acquire these skills as you grow. And there are people who can basically help support you at every stage of the process. So here's what I'm suggesting. If we want to build wealth for our future, if we want to build prosperity for our future, it's time right now to take responsibility for our own creative ideas that we have left on the back burner. We have so many great ideas that we've either not had the confidence to express, somebody told us their opinion and then we just threw it away. But I know you have good ideas, and I know that there's an idea in there that's lucrative and that could be valuable to other people. The thing is, the marketplace doesn't pay for things that there's not a large value for. A lot of people have to value something for it to be marketable, for it to be successful in the market, okay? So it is a process, it is a journey, but it's one that we can go on. It's not one that we just need to sit back and be like, oh, well, I'm not an entrepreneur. Everybody thinks they're an entrepreneur now. I'm not an entrepreneur. That is negative thinking. That's exclusionary thinking. And it's only going to keep you in a poverty mindset. It's going to keep you in a victim mentality. So let go of these tropes and these ideas and get back into your own idea, your own concept of what is possible. What could I do? What would I love to do? What do I have that other people are already paying for? What do I do that people already pay for from a product or a service standpoint? And think about it. Put it in the comments if you have an idea that you have let go but you want to bring back. And then if you are this person who you had this moment of realization where it's like, I need to create my own opportunities, let us know in the comments. What did you do? How did you change it? And how did you become successful in doing what you're doing? And the last concept I want to leave you with is this. If the future is decentralized, what are you and I going to do to create ownership? And what I mean by that is this. You may have a large following on social media. You may be very active on social media. But I want you to remember, you do not own those relationships. You do not own those followers. You don't own anything on those platforms. They could deactivate you like this, and it's all gone. So what do you do in this globally, in this internationalized market, in this global market? What do? You create a website, okay? Websites, they are low cost, they are low overhead. It's a way for you to get your project, your message, your idea out to the entire world. And then social media can serve as a funnel to drive traffic to this website. But here's the difference. When you have a website, there is nobody who can take away your email list, who can take away your contacts, who can censor or change what you have on the website. Of course, you have to remain within your laws and your governance, but without us having some kind of real asset in the digital world that we really own, not one that we're borrowing or renting, we will not participate in the future of this decentralized economy. We need to have our own things, okay? So if you don't know how to do that, please check out my website, gentlemedia.us, or leave me a comment here, or email me at zk.gentlemedia.us. My goal with Gentle Media, and if you want to go follow my YouTube channel, Gentle Media US, that would be helpful too. My goal with Gentle Media is to create an international network of designers and consultants to help people just like you get a brand or a project to market online, so that you can begin to take these steps of iterating and updating and changing and providing value to these folks. I know you have something that's valuable. So don't believe for a second that you are your job, that you are your income, that you are your whatever. You need to first open your mind to the possibility of more, and then you need to embody that future that you want to create. I hope this has been helpful. Please let me know your comments. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, thank you.